It's late. I don't know what else to say. I'm the man. I've been helping people win fantasy leagues for years. I've hold what I've got over 91 titles since the age of 9 years old. I beat all your favorite experts in fantasy leagues. I'm the greatest. I'm the GOAT. But one thing we gonna get straight here, we gonna get settled in. Today, even though I'm late, y'all, I know I'm sorry. I apologize to all my fans out there. I apologize to y'all. I am a little late. I know we had the Chiefs game. We had the Chiefs game last night, and we had the Dallas Cowboys game, which was crazy in a lot of ways. But we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get you some season long predictions. I'm gonna get to you. Uh, I'm gonna get it to you. I'm gonna break it down to you. I'm Lake from Grand Prix Fantasy. I'm gonna be here with you. I'm the fantasy messiah. You can look to me. See, all these experts, they in like 60 leagues, 100 leagues. I don't feel like that's accurate. I don't feel like that's accurate analysis because you gotta like everybody. Me, I'm fantasy celibate. I'm fantasy celibate. I stick to like 3 leagues. Why? Because that means I gotta stand on who I like. So I'm not just giving you advice on anybody. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna get it started. Guys, today it is upon us to recognize what is going to happen tomorrow. It is the Emeka Egbuka launch game. The Emeka Egbuka launch game is coming. Reason why I say that is he will be guarded by Billy Bowman. Now, if you look up Billy Bowman is a good prospect at safety, not corner. And wherever, if they put him in a slot in that Chris Godwin role, he's going to thrive. Mike Evans is, he getting there. Ibuka is the new shiny toy in Tampa Bay. And he is going to win you your league. But tomorrow's just a launch game. Okay. So by division, we're gonna start at the top from the NFC North, my favorite division, the best division in football. So we're gonna start with the Chicago Bears. At quarterback, Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is definitely going to give you those spike games against bad matchups. You want Caleb Williams on weeks where it's just the defense rated 32nd in the motherfucking shit. Um, you want him in situations like that. So that's where I'm at with him. DeAndre Swift is a good value back. He'll win you about 5 or 6 games. But other than that, when you need it, DeAndre Swift doesn't show up. So take with that what you will. Anybody in this backfield that I see overtaking DeAndre Swift, Kyle Manungai. But I see that as more like it would have to be an injury situation. I don't see him like overtaking the role. Roshan Johnson is Roshan Johnson. Okay. We got the Detroit Lions. Wide receivers for the Bears. My bad. Wide receivers for the Bears. So, wide receivers for the Bears. We got Roma Dunze. No, not this year. Matter of fact, until the Bears get a new quarterback, I'm not in on Roma Dunze or he get traded. Um, Who else? We got DJ Moore. The vibes are not right, but I will say DJ Moore is a trade candidate. By the bye week, I can see them parting ways with DJ Moore. It looked kind of awkward. If you see like all the stuff that's going on within the news, it is kind of an awkward vibe. Like it seemed like it just seemed like since he been there, he ain't want to be there, but they paid him, so it's just like it is what it is. So be on out on looks for that. Luther Burden, he'll be nice later on in the year for sure. Luther Burden for sure. Tight end, Cole Kmet and Colston Loveland. I feel like this is gonna be like I don't know how to explain it, man. I feel like the Raiders at a point had like Michael Mayer and they like drafted another dude. He wasn't Brock Bowers, but I don't know. It was I don't know. So basically, I feel like with that situation, it's just gonna be frustrating because the Bears is just a frustrating offense. So that's just how it is. Lions. Jared Goff, a fine play this week against Green Bay. The point total should be very high. I would recommend. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes they shut him down, but I wouldn't say he the best start. I got him as my QB 16. So do with that what you will. Jameer Gibbs, definitely RB2 this week. Jameer Gibbs, lock it in. Um, David Montgomery. David Montgomery is going to have a role. I don't know why people are panicking. I don't understand why people are panicking on David Montgomery. It doesn't make sense to me. He's consistent. He's you can't. David Montgomery is not a player that you can afford to sit on the bench. Like you can't. That's not. That's not. It's stupid. Not good coaching, and I don't think Dan Campbell would go for that. Wide receivers, Amon-Ra St. Brown should be a fine play. He gonna get a lot of short, passes with Michael Parsons going on. JMO's a big explosive like type player. Not so much bust though last year. He was kind of consistent last year, so I'm starting JMO in my main league. I'm starting JMO in my flex. I love JMO. And but keep an eye out for Tesla's snap count. I got some cooking for y'all. Hot take Lake. Green Bay. Boo. Boo. Okay. Green Bay. Jordan Love. I don't see it, man. Is I see this as like if I see this as like they get a ball to Josh Jacobs like probably 28 times and Jordan Love will mix in here and there. I see him having a good game, but not a good fantasy game. Josh Jacobs, we starting Josh Jacobs. Duh. That's consistency. Man, wide receivers, Matthew Golden. He gonna have a good game. He probably is gonna have a good game. Boom bust profile. Take with that what you will. Boom bust profile. Boom bust profile in college. He's a boom bust. He wasn't. He wasn't like. It was. It was a lot of people. A lot of experts who had Isaiah Bond over him before that nigga started doing that weird shit or what. I don't know what he was doing, but yeah, basically. We got Dubs. Dubs is unless you in a deep league. I mean, he probably catch some, but have him on your bench just in case. Tuck Craft. Even though he did not perform against uh Green Bay or I'm sorry against the Lions last year, Tuck Craft gonna be a menace in this game, but he gonna season long. Keep your eye on it. I got him as my tight end 8 on the year. Maybe I might move him up because Tuck Craft he the biggest dude. All right, so we got Um, Skull, the Minnesota Vikings, boy. Yeah. So, this JJ McCarthy first game, he not gonna be, um, is he gonna have a good game, but it's just gonna be like he gonna have to work some things out. Gonna be some 3-and-outs. Do not start JJ McCarthy in the first game. Um, Aaron Jones, while he healthy, go ahead. Yeah, while he healthy. Jordan Mason, that's my sleeper of the year. Aaron Jones, I want you. I want him to stay healthy because I'm a Vikings fan, but that's not realistic over the age of 30 as a running back, and he got a wild running style, so it is kind of prone for injury. Especially he was lucky last year. Then, yep, Jordan Mason. I would start Jordan Mason if you don't feel like you got a better option. He might get some goal line touches. Wide receiver, obviously we starting Jeff. Obviously we starting Jeff. Obviously, Thielen not gonna produce the outcome. He might catch a touchdown, but I go either way with Thielen. Tight end, obviously we starting T.J. Hawkinson. That's a given. So that's the NFC North. NFC East. Well, I'm late. I'm sorry. Late, 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 late. I'm late. So I can't do nothing about it. Get over it. Don't be a pussy. Get over it. Don't be in your feelings. Don't be emotional. Get over it. I'm late, but I'm here. You understand? All right. So, New York Giants. Man, fuck Russell Wilson, nigga. I mean, that's my dog, but Malik Neighbors, wide receiver one this year. I'm giving hot takes all throughout, cause I'm hot take lake. That's what I do. I'm Jake the Snake. Put it in your girl, penetrate. Hit that subscribe button, by the way. Anyway, so Malik Neighbors, yes, yes. If you drafted Malik Neighbors, congratulations this year. I'm standing on it. Um, we got. Uh, I wouldn't start. I mean, Tyrone Tracy is going to be a good fantasy player this year until he start fumbling, and then yeah, players be who they be, bro. If you know that, you know that. If you don't, you don't. If you play, you play. If you know ball, you know ball. But yeah, no, Tyron Tracy is gonna be good. It's gonna be pretty good. So yeah. But that's it. I don't want nothing else. Theo Johnson is a sleeper. He an athletic tight end, but that's more when Jackson Dart come in, because Jackson Dart gonna be that man. And that's when I see the boost from Elite Neighbors and all this stuff coming together. So Theo Johnson later in the season. Okay. Um, yeah. But for the Cowboys, I would say um Dak, trade for Dak now since he messed up. Well, he didn't mess up. CeeDee Lamb messed up. Trade for Dak since the points was messed up. Trade for Dak. He looking better than he ever did. Trade for Dak. And he got more options. And him and George Pickens gonna start connecting on them deep balls. So no homo. Yeah. So trade for Dak. CD is probably gonna be a wide receiver 2 or 3 this year because he mad and now he probably gonna go in a fucking dungeon and catch 100 million passes. Um, and then we got uh motherfucking Javonte Williams. So Javonte Williams, I don't believe in it. I feel like it's gonna be a mess all year, and they probably gonna end up trading for Brees Hall. Brees Hall is gonna be a Dallas Cowboy when Javonte Williams is not like helping the offense, or like they have to be one dimensional, and so they to me personally, I feel like they got rid of Micah Parsons because they wanted to bring in Brees Hall, and they're gonna pay Brees Hall. So yeah, George Pickens, he's a boom bust. Boom bust. That's George Pickens, gang. That's George Pickens. Period. That's George Pickens. Flat out. That's who he is. That's who he's always gonna be. Cause he's not a one. He's not a one. Um and tight end Ferg, but it's just that's like if you yo tight end, Ferg should be your tight end two on your team to me. If you really drafted for real. Eagles, Jalen Hurts, obviously the muscle monkey. He gonna come through. He gonna that's the running back quarterback. Everybody talked about Lamar. That's really who they said Lamar was. Who they say Lamar was? That's Jalen Hurts, a running quarter, a running, a quarterback, a a corning back, a corning back. Jalen Hurts is a corning back, a corning back. Yeah. Saquon Barkley, obvious start. Um, but I just don't see like they linemen's getting hurt. I don't see the Eagles. The Eagles gonna struggle this year. But Saquon Barkley not gonna struggle until them 483 touches get their meep in his ass. AJ Brown, nigga, damn, shit, it hurt. If you drafted AJ Brown, I'm sorry to tell you, and I gotta give you your fucking medicine. You're stupid. I'm don't beat the coochie up, man. Don't beat the coochie up. Look, but with AJ Brown, he got a running back throwing on the ball. Love AJ Brown. But AJ Brown is also a trade candidate. I see him going. I hope he don't go to the Chiefs. But I would say AJ Brown for somebody I see AJ Brown going to like a young quarterback situation, or I see him going to like they might send him to a trash team so that it's like like not a trash team, but I see him going to like that's one for me to have to think about, cause it just don't look, he looked frustrated. Like when you watch the interviews, he just looked frustrated. And so, that's just not good, man. I could see him honestly going to um I could see him going to the Patriots with Drake May and AJ Brown. Absolutely. Drake May, AJ Brown. I see it. But yeah, that's that. Devontae Smith, somebody got to get hurt. Man, he go to every year when somebody get hurt. Washington. Jaden Daniels obviously monster start until somebody flip his ass in the air and twist him and put him in a doggy style position. We got uh uh, uh I don't get what the hype is around Bill Krosky Merritt. Like he's a good back, but to me, if you're gonna get a Brian Robinson role, which is what his role is going to be, you're gonna have Brian Robinson numbers. I'm sorry, Bum Robinson Jr. You're gonna have Bum Robinson Jr. numbers, which is you gonna have like good 22-point games, great, and or here and there maybe like depending on the league scoring. My league scoring high, so I don't know how whatever. I like fun. I don't like mundane scoring. That's weird. But Bill Krosky will be okay. Maybe in the later of the year when people start getting hurt, but he's still gonna be Brian Robinson because at the end of the day, Jaden Daniels runs the show. Wide receivers, we got Terry McLaurin. Obviously, we start him, and he should have a pretty good year. I see Terry McLaurin having a decent year, but age does catch up. anybody behind that Debo Samuel, look, man, come on, man. What are we doing, man? It's fantasy football, man. We can't play fantasy football with our hearts, man. We literally can't play fantasy football with our feelings, with our chest. You can't play fantasy football with feelings. You have to have no feelings. Fantasy football is the most ruthless sport known to men. Do you understand that? Do not rely on Debo Samuel. Debo Samuel has not been reliable since that year that he played running back because all the running backs was hurt because Kyle Shanahan breaks running backs. Kyle Shanahan kills running. Kyle Shanahan sent his running backs in a field and then he shoot at them. You feel me? So do not, do not be relying on Debo Samuel. He gonna have probably some good games where he get loose for a touchdown, yada yada yada. Debo Samuel is not that. It's over with. Right? Alright. Atlanta. Cool topic. Michael Penix, I feel like and for as far as Washington, if you a tight end, if you got Zach Ertz, I like Zach Ertz. He catch the ball, he fall down, he get his little touchdowns. All right, so Michael Penix, he's gonna have a good year, but it's gonna be very boom bust. He knew, and so he is it's gonna be boom bust, bro. Cause Michael Penix, when I watched, I know people that feel like they saw it, but I feel like people want Michael Penix to win. I want Michael Penix to win, but it's just not. I feel like he gonna have a year, but it's gonna be like he gonna be like damn near a earlier Geno Smith to where he like he got it's gonna be boom bust for a while until he gather it, and then he gonna start like I could see that in his path. um Bijan Robinson, duh. Tyler Algier, good handcuff, whatever. Drake London, man, fantasy experts hype up Drake London. That's bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on all fantasy experts who be overhyping Drake London. Oh, he get a good 40% target share. Oh, he get that. No, bro. Drake London, very talented. Very talented man. But Drake London is not gonna carry you to no fantasy championship. It's gonna be games where he not a separator. When you want to draft niggas that separate to win your league, you have to draft the niggas who separate the most. You know why? Because you know how hard as a quarterback it is to throw a fucking ball, a 50-50 ball all the time. That's not no easy shit, especially not in the NFL. That's not no easy shit, boy. That's not no easy shit. It's not easy to do. You try to throw a 50-50 ball all the time. Am I going to throw to the 50-50? Why do you think Darnell Mooney got all them points last year? Drake London is not a separator. You need somebody. I mean, I just don't get it, bro. You can't like he gonna be right. Nigga, stop. He gonna be right. He gonna be right. But it's just you cannot win your league drafting 50-50 wide receivers because with that information, he you just can't keep throwing 50-50 balls. Okay. Um right. So we got Darnell Mooney. When he get healthy, he's gonna be a good option in your flicks. Um, Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts. If you good this year, fuck you. That's all I gotta say. Cause I drafted you last year, you punk ass. Got it. Got it. Um, Carolina Panthers. I just feel like Tedero McMillan is already hurt. I don't like that, especially a big dude who jumping big and heavy legged and all that other stuff. Uh, yeah, man. No, I'm not in on Tet this year. Next year I'm in on Tet, but it's just not right now. Bryce Young, he he gonna have some games, but good luck guessing which one it is. Chuba Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard, I got him in all my leagues this year. I believe in Chuba Hubbard. I believe that this offense is going to run through Chuba Hubbard. God forbid any injury, Chuba Hubbard is going to finish a top 10 back this year. If he does not, if he stays healthy, Chuba Hubbard will be a top 10 back, mark my words. Um, so, uh, yeah, yep, yep, right. After that, Xavier Leggett, we know what he is. He was beating up on little kids his senior year in college. That's what he was. New Orleans. You can't sell me on shit this team do. Alvin Kamara, he's gonna get hurt because it's gonna be a lot of volume when a team is relying on you in the NFL. It hurt. It motherfucking hurt, and I bet it hurt. Motherfuckers taking your knees out. You crying, man. It's bad. So Alvin Kamara's beginning of the season demon, but towards the middle end of the year he flattened out because man, them niggas 350 pounds now. Chris Olave, I wouldn't even touch Chris Olave if motherfucking Jesus was coaching the New Orleans Saints. Spencer Rattler is not that nigga, man. They fucked it up just to get Arch Manning, who not even that good. Um, yeah, Rashid Shaheed. Maybe I could see it, but I just do not believe in Spencer Rattler. Good luck guessing the Rashid Shaheed games. Tampa Bay. Let's go. Okay, so Tampa Bay, we got Bake Mayfield, we got Bake. Bake is going to shred the Atlanta Falcons. Bake is going to shred the Atlanta Falcons. Bake is going to be a top 5 fantasy quarterback this year. Bake is going to go nuts this year. Bucky Irvin starting, but I will say Bucky Irvin is a little nigga. Bucky Irvin is a little running back, bro. Bucky Irvin is a little running back, bro. You feel me? He's a little running back, bro. So take that what you will. He was hurt last year. People don't remember that people them little running backs, bro. You not finna be in the NFL consistently running over people at 190 some pounds. Even I mean, you just bro. Bucky Irvin is going to get tackled and is going to hurt. Rashad White is a great handcuff. Do not let, if you in like a 12 team or later, do not let Rashad White trade for Rashad White. Don't let Rashad White hit the waivers because he just hit the waivers in my league and thank you, Jesus. Um, Mike Evans, obviously we starting him big dog. He gonna catch the big passes from Bay. Emeka fucking Buka is going to the moon. Mark my words. He if he don't have 150, he gonna damn near have 150, and it's gonna be 8 for at least 150, damn near 150. So mark him down for that. Mark Emeka Zuckerberg down for that. Trey Palmer, he might catch a touchdown. Tight end, I think K Dot hurt. I don't know what's going on. He still might play because he a tough ass. He just looked like a tough ass football player that played through fucking broken legs. So um, oh, midway through, how about y'all subscribe? Hit that subscribe button. I'm doing a giveaway. The one lucky subscriber will get a package from Lake. It is going to be consistent of a ramen noodle pack, Doritos, and a pouch of Kool-Aid. Subscribe for the giveaway. Anyway, so we just gonna keep going rapid fire. The Cardinals. The Cardinals, Kyler Murray, they gonna shred the Saints. It's the Saints, bro. So start Kyler Murray, but that's a boom bust nigga. If I ever knew that nigga, boom bustic, Mr. Fantastic. Kyler Murray, boom bustic. Boom bustic. Uh, Marvin Harrison Jr. I don't believe in Marvin Harrison Jr. He's not his daddy. People love people nostalgia be getting people. Marvin Harrison Jr. is not his daddy. Sucks to suck. Oh well. He might have a nice game against the Saints, but when you go, so yeah, start him against the Saints, but when you start getting into that real territory with them real cornerbacks, he's not doing shit. He boombastic, and he got a boombastic quarterback. Trey McBride, even when Kyler Murray is boom bust, Trey McBride gonna catch 10 passes. That's what it is. So Trey McBride wheels up this year. Uh, um, um, Other than that, Greg Dortch should become relevant every probably 2 games a year. So, James Conner. James Conner is good start until it fall apart, and then Trey Benson. But I don't think Trey Benson like that. I watched Trey Benson, and as a player, as a former player, sometimes you could see if it's a line in a nigga chest. Nigga got fast for sure, and I feel like if he was ever schemed right, but he would have to be in a really really good offense. I don't think the Cardinals is a really really good offense. Trey Benson would have to be in some shit like. I believe he would be successful with a team that just need a speed back, a change of pace. He not no RB1. He it's Trey Benson, bro. And Demarcado is better than him, damn near, but he just faster than Demarcado. Uh, Los Angeles, start Matthew Stafford until that nigga back fall out. His back is falling out. His back getting blown out. His back is blown out, and he 50. So start him while you can. Devontae Adams, start him while you can. Puka Nakua gonna eat regardless if he stay healthy, but he doesn't. Puka Nakua don't stay healthy. Kyron Williams, and he gonna produce for you, and it's gonna be nice. But I just don't. Unless your team is stacked, you're not winning no fantasy championship with Kyron Williams. Unless your team unless you got an elite quarterback, unless you got elite receivers, Kyron Williams, I don't think that's a good pick this year. Uh, Tight end. No, the Rams tight ends don't fare, especially when you got two great receivers. Um, San Francisco. So San Francisco, we started McCaffrey until the wheels fall off. Just start him. He's gonna die. Start him. But I would say instead of Brian Bum Robinson Jr. because Bum Robinson Jr. I mean Shanahan can do something with him, but I don't think Shanahan would prefer him more than Garendo. I think Garendo has a lot more burst, a lot more juice. So yeah, that's that. Uh, Juwan Jennings is going to fuck up Ricky Pearsall, and Ricky Pearsall is gonna mess with that. It's not gonna be a good situation. So you're gonna have a good time. But the one thing you do get is George Kittle. George Kittle is going to catch all the balls. All the balls. George Kittle. George Kittle. George Kittle. How do I say it in Spanish? George Kittle. George Kittle. Yeah, that's the wide receiver one in San Francisco. Um, we got the Seahawks, Sam Darnold with a worse O line. Uh, he gonna produce some nice games. I feel like he gonna come out and he gonna do all right for people to be like, oh, okay. But it's Sam Darnold at the end of the day. As is at the end of the day, he might be viable this year in a few weak matchups. Like you want to start him in matchups where they not good at covering the D ball. Um, Kenneth Kenneth Walker, while he's not injured, while he's not injured, you start Kenneth Walker. Jackson Smith Najigba, gonna be boom bust this year because Sam Darnold is boom bust. He shit down his leg, and now he got a defensive coach, so he finna be shitting down his leg even more. So sorry to my Jackson Smith Najigba owners. It'll be bright one day when they get their quarterback, or I don't know, because if Milrow up next, it's all going to hell because now you got a running back, running back throwing them the ball. It's not going to be conducive. So yes, Cooper Kupp washed. Ravens.
Nothing